have almost done it. Taking a break. The journey has been journeying. Has been journeying for real. Let me turn my as you can see here, this is today's work. Laid a bunch of bricks. I'm gonna need some more. The goal was to lay as many as I had that have been pretty much crushing this pallet because of the weight over time. So it looks like I'll get back a couple cinder blocks and I'll have another pallet to destroy. But man, the journey has been real. What makes this one really special is this is one of these projects that I certainly overcomplicated over time, but it was on one hand it was actually necessary to overcomplicate it because if I didn't overcomplicate it, I don't think I would have put in what I put into it or chose the materials. I had to bring a lot of courage in order to get this one going. And now I'm just taking a break. Um, I'm risking it even sitting on it, this chair, which I don't like very much, but it was free from the family. You can stay here for now. Um, I basically am sitting in the only true shaded spot so far as the sun passes. The the AC is right next to me, so that's weird that it cuts on and off. It's probably bad for the sound quality. Go figure. According to my wife, I have about 100 more bricks to lay, and I'm gonna be focused on. Let's give you a shot since you came up in here. So this is the project of right now. This is what I'm taking a break from, and looks 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 pretty good. Looks pretty good. So it's another one of those projects where I don't have to be pixel perfect. I talk about that. I know pixel perfect is a technical term, but it's another one of those projects where every angle, every cut, the border over here is not as straight as I wanted it to be. Who cares? Um, but it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good, and not even just from afar. I think it'll just look good. I don't want to go back and forth about why I'm making it. I'm pretty sure I wanted to make the pad so that my tools could just be kept better, more organized. It might suffice as a little hideout, hangout. Get a chair, little table, do some work out here. Actually, it would be pretty nice to just work out here on the computer. Decent internet service right here. Um, but I haven't decided about what tool shed to put. I haven't decided that. I saw one late last night. It was on like some flash sale, but I'm so not into like, let me buy this because it's on sale, or let me get caught up in the, you know, them that targeted marketing. But I did see one that was on sale that I was thinking about, like, maybe I'm okay with building something, but a lot of these projects are it's so hard to get to the project. So we got to just get them done while you can. Um, which is why I started streaming just now. Figured I come on here, I take a break. I've been at it for like 3 or 4 hours. I was at it late last night for like 3 or 4 hours, and I was working on getting everything ready to lay the bricks, and then late last night I started laying the bricks, but it was too dark, and that's really something that you want your eyes, you want your sight, not as much feeling, precision. So take a break, breathe in some good air, and hopefully you guys will inspire me for what's left. So what is left? I want to make um, some of the cuts on the corner. If you can see over there in the corner, I wanted to make some cuts with the little pieces that I have. These bricks were purchased years ago. Um, I want to say 5, maybe even 6 years ago. It's really good to use them. Um, they were extra from another project, which we didn't have to go, clearly didn't have to buy extra. Now we'll have to just buy roughly the exact amount to support building this, which is okay. Funny enough, last week I was building a little the same situation, and I decided to use the bricks. If I would have known I was short, I would have probably not used the bricks, but it's okay. Uh, so the rough count now is 108 bricks. I think I need, and we'll get through. So whether I get some feedback in this stream or not, that's fine. I'll still take my break, and when my break is done, set up my table and start making cuts. Start making some cuts. I only want one trip to the store. that and I presume I don't have to be finished. It would be nice, but I presume I don't have to be finished. So I think I need about 5 more bags of sand to be on the safe side. And I could definitely lay some of these bricks. Pasta to sauce. Sand. Yeah, I need some sand. I need some leveling sand. You the sauce. It's a cool name. You pasta the sauce every day. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. That's interesting. I didn't. I don't want to say it, but I had pasta last night. But I didn't. I didn't need you coming around with pasta in the sauce. Pasta the sauce every day. That's funny, man. That's all I needed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes I just need a little laugh. Get me started. Oh man, so much progress. Sometimes you sauce the pasta instead. You got a whole script down. It's like my name. My name is Darnell Just Talking. Sometimes I'm just talking. Sometimes I'm just Darnell. I hear you. Front to back, back to front. Well, I hope you have a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Hope your day progresses good. My day is gonna be filled with work and a run to a hopefully a run to the store. You know what? I have some fruit inside that I want to go. That can cap off my break. Make sure I get my electrolytes. Man, pasta. If you man, if you in the area, there's some sauce here, man. You need to come pasta this. Nah, it's just Gatorade, man. It's a little Gatorade. Got the powderized Gatorade. Some good filtered well water. A little bit of Gatorade chemical powder. Nothing crazy, man. I work with so many tools. I need to. I need my mind. You ever tried Gatorade? That's interesting. Well, you could drink water, but that's not gonna help for your to replenish your electrolytes. And because I don't have shade, I don't have a workshop. Water's better, but it depends. If you're sweating a lot, you're in the sun. Water's not better. I mean, if you want to put some like Himalayan salt in your water, that's fine. But you definitely need electrolyte replacement. And a lot of people just overdrink water. Your body could only absorb so much water at one time, which is why you end up frequently using the bathroom. So you want to drink, you don't want to drink that much too soon. So I agree with you. I don't. There's a lot of things that I don't drink. I usually don't drink Gatorade, but I just listen to my body. Yesterday, the first time I did it in a long time. I was working hard, and when you're in these like always lifting, bending, those kind of projects, you could get through the project but you don't do this all the time, so your muscles are gonna feel a lot more tension. So I don't mind indulging during those times, just to get myself through, especially if it's gonna give me a boost. I also take like anti-inflammatory, like I'll take ibuprofen only when I'm working way harder than what I need to. So I can't really afford to have too many days off with, oh, I can't work and have muscle tension and, so I gotta manage that. That's the part about, that's the homesteading video that I've never seen, where people, a lot of the glorifying of working the land But a lot of people who work it, whether you're a man or woman, um, when you're the one doing the work, you can't get hurt. Like it's not, you're not supposed to get hurt. You get hurt, a lot of failure happens. A lot of failure happens. So I'd rather work slow than work fast and hurt myself. Also, I've learned for a long time now. I've learned to listen to my system saying we've had enough. When I start to make errors on projects, I could feel it. Like, okay, wrap it up. I wouldn't say I build things. I I garden. I keep chickens. Um, I like projects, but they're more a necessity. I'm building out of necessity. I'm not necessarily building at the moment for a hobby. I purchased a foreclosure years ago, and there's been endless projects. And when you mix that with my spirit of being very frugal and not always questioning the value of what you pay for, like people, vendors, contractors show up at your house, and you'll get two contractors that we've had this happen, and their quotes were like way off. We asked for a quote for the pool. A reputable company came in and said seven. Uh, Another company that we didn't really have a reputation or reference said 17. I'm not spending my money yet until I understand the gap. 7 and 17, that's $10,000 apart. And little old me that doesn't have, that money, I complain about the cost of a lawnmower. So I don't have that much money to be spending. I question those things. So the things that I can do that I know people would charge for, I just do. So I ended up building a lot. I gain the skills. I'm always trying to harvest and sharpen skills. So it wasn't my intent when I purchased the foreclosure, but this is what it's turned out to be. And discovering myself within the current lifestyle that I believe in, homesteading, or just being very resourceful with your land. Um, Building is a part of that. And man, keeping up and having tools and just being more self-sufficient. It's not one thing. It's not another thing. It's like it's everything combined. So that's what I do just to answer. I hope that answers your question. But I do have so much to build that I guess you can say I build. I'm looking at I need to build this fence. Uh, and I enjoy having the tools, like I said, and I enjoy learning the tools. I think I'm learning things that I'll be doing for my life, the rest of my life. You know, whether it's helping my children, friends, and family. I feel like I'll be building stuff. But ironically, I'm a software engineer, or at least by profession, I'm a software engineer. So, but this is my heart is into permaculture, which is permanent agriculture, and I just like observing um, nature and seeing that the ultimate system, and seeing the things that we don't teach, and trying to grab them myself so that one day if I happen to be able to be in a position to be a messenger. Pasta, thanks for hanging out, man. Have a great day as well. Thanks for the questions. But yeah, just more in the permaculture, just d- figuring out systems that make sense. I find myself questioning a lot of systems. That's just not that's not limited to agriculture, um, or homesteading, or the way people live their lives. That's just everything. Like I've always had questions as to why things are the way they are, and could they be different. Like you tend to find these places that are food deserts, but at the same time, it's also the place where we concentrate people intentionally. So is it by design? And I know that everyone doesn't understand that, and that's why we continue to concentrate. But somebody knows it, and it'd be nice for that information to get out there. But I can't say I have hope in common people anymore to make decisions that help themselves. Bro, what you mean? You see me struggling over here too, Leonardo? Where I don't understand, man. You in Germany, Leonardo? I don't understand. The internet is not. That's not the place. I think you need to go find a food bank or something. I don't know how your country operates, but that's not the place. I hope your family. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do. One day you Pyru, the next day you ain't. you, the next day, come on, man, that's a scam, bro. If it's not a scam, um, you running a similar playbook. So if you really need help, you need to go to someone that's set up in your town, your community. Um, I would stay off the internet with that. But I do hope that you find what you need. But that's a common thing to come into. People come into the chat all the time, so it's like I'm not here to. Nah, nah. You, all I can help with is words. That's all I can help with, man. All I can help with is words. I'm the chosen one. You the chosen one too, man. We're all chosen. I was trying to tell you the other day. I'm not really. Um, Look, I don't know. You say you're from Germany. I can't tell you I even know how Germany broken up, but I would get off the internet and I would go figure out the food thing. I don't want to be famous. I mean, I don't. It's the same conversation. That's. I'm totally fine. Uh, if I had the money to pay for this project, right, I still wouldn't do it. You got all the wrong trigger words, man. Everybody, for whatever reason, fame is at the top of everyone's or many people's list. And just because I turn on the camera, there's there's desire to be for people to think that you could be famous. Okay, well, but you make sure you show them my video too, and that's fine. You can tell it to them Tell it to them exactly that way so that you could lie to them about how you weren't able to support them and you broke the contract to having them. So you gotta figure that out, man. I don't know how it is where you from, but you can't rely on no other man to help you feed your family. You need to start foraging if it's that bad. You need to start foraging. I can help you with some information on that. Why did you leave me? No, sorry. All the kids I birthed in this world, I still take care of, and they all live in my house. What are you, a troll or a scammer? What are you? You really what is that? Does that go hand in hand? What you need to do is come work. That's what you need to do. And stop. You need to take the keyboard away and put some tools in your hand and get to work. That's what you need to do. See this? You need to come use this rake. Uh, you need this shovel right here. You need to learn how to use some tools, man. Plenty more where that came from. But you're not alone, man. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't want to work. And going back to last night's discussion, it was cool to see Rita come in. But I was talking about when we met Leonardo the other day. Someone else came in the chat and was talking about his first thing they said was like, "You look bored," and we were talking about words last night. And that's the thing. Like, I guess work is another word. Um, I think nowadays work is associated with again a monetary transaction. But that's not that for me. That's like a very basic description of work. But when everybody else is using the term the way they do, can't compete with it. It's hard to compete. So forget working hard or hard work. Work is associated with working for someone and making money. It's not like I'm gonna just come help out my boy and we gonna figure this out and I'm gonna help him and then he gonna help me. That's working together. Community. Basic words. So I'm almost done my break. Leonardo, again, I don't know what your deal is, but hope everything's okay with you. Um, we got some cuts to make. I could do it on camera, but eh, be protecting my peace. Let's protect my peace. You do the same. It's been 30 minutes. We'll see if some other people come in here in the next 2 minutes. If not, we out of here. Cease. We out of here. Peace. I shouldn't even be on these bricks right now. I pulled up this chair and put it on these bricks. That shows the confidence in my work. It was raining when I started this morning. I came outside at like 7:30. It was like a little bit of rain. I told myself, you know, we'll see what happens. I was just worried about the sand because then it'll be a lot harder to work with. But we made it through, and the shade is coming in, so that's actually pretty cool. I might just put the table right on top of here since it's flat. and it's shaded, and all of the dust doesn't really matter. Don't want it near my AC, but other than that, make these cuts. I gotta go find some glasses and a mask and make these cuts, and then we're good. Mr. Miyagi, ready? Did I catch him? I felt something in there. I do have fast hands. Same ones that I said I'll beat you. Peace.